The Oval Office was the setting for a tense meeting. The air was thick with anticipation and unease as the leaders prepared to discuss critical issues. President Trump and Ukrainian President Zelensky met. Their handshake was firm, but the smiles were strained, hinting at the underlying tensions. The date was February 28, 2025, a day that was supposed to mark a new chapter in U.S. Ukraine relations. The meeting was supposed to be about cooperation. Both leaders had high hopes for a fruitful discussion. Instead, it revealed deep cracks in the relationship between the two countries. The conversation quickly turned heated, exposing underlying issues. The meeting was supposed to be about a minerals deal. This deal was crucial for economic and strategic reasons. This deal was important for both countries. It promised economic benefits and strengthened ties. It was also supposed to be about the ongoing war. The conflict with Russia was a pressing issue that needed urgent attention. Russia is Ukraine's enemy in this war. The U.S. had pledged support, but the details were still being ironed out. The meeting did not go well. It ended abruptly. The leaders left with more questions than answers. A planned news conference was canceled. The media was left in the dark, speculating about the fallout. The minerals deal is now in jeopardy. The future of this critical agreement is uncertain. This is a serious situation for both the U.S. and Ukraine. The stakes are high and the world is watching closely. President Trump was visibly angry in the meeting, his frustration palpable to everyone present. His voice echoed through the room as he expressed his dissatisfaction. He accused President Zelensky of being ungrateful for the support the United States had provided. Trump felt that the Ukrainian leader did not appreciate the efforts and resources that had been extended to his country. Trump went on to say that Zelensky was disrespectful of the substantial aid given by the U.S. His words were sharp and his tone was unforgiving. He highlighted that the U.S. had provided over $180 billion to Ukraine, a staggering amount meant to support the nation in its time of need. Trump demanded that Zelensky agree to a peace deal, one that would be heavily influenced by U.S. interests and terms. The pressure was immense. However, Zelensky stood his ground. The proposed deal was not acceptable to him, and he refused to apologize for his stance. His resolve was clear. In a public statement, Zelensky expressed his gratitude for the help received from the U.S. He acknowledged the significant support, but also emphasized the need for mutual respect. Zelensky made it clear that while he was thankful, Ukraine deserved respect and autonomy in its decisions. His message was firm and unwavering. Zelensky's ultimate goal was a lasting peace for his country. He envisioned a future where Ukraine could thrive without the shadow of conflict. To achieve this, he sought security guarantees that would ensure the safety and sovereignty of Ukraine. His focus was on long-term stability. Zelensky took his message to Fox News, where he elaborated on his position and the importance of respect and security for Ukraine. In a moment of reflection, Zelensky expressed regret over the public argument with Trump. He hoped for a more constructive dialogue moving forward. Reactions in the U.S. to the meeting were strong. Some people supported Trump, others did not. Senator Graham said Zelensky should resign. Secretary of State Rubio agreed with Trump. Speaker Johnson, Senator Hagerty, and Representative Green also supported Trump. Democrats were critical of Trump. Senator Schumer said Trump was doing Putin's dirty work. European leaders were worried. They said they supported Ukraine. They called for urgent summits. The upcoming meeting between U.S. and Ukraine leaders is expected to have a significant impact on the future of their relations. This high-stakes discussion will cover various critical topics, including military support, economic aid, and political alliances. One of the most pressing issues is whether the U.S. will continue to send weapons and military aid to Ukraine. This support has been crucial for Ukraine's defense efforts. Another key topic is the minerals deal, which has been in negotiation for months. If this deal falls through, it could have significant economic repercussions for both nations. The minerals deal was supposed to provide much-needed resources for Ukraine's post-war recovery and reconstruction efforts. Without it, rebuilding will be much more challenging. Meanwhile, former President Trump appears to be shifting his stance on Russia. His recent comments suggest a growing trust in Putin, which could alter the dynamics of U.S. foreign policy. This newfound trust in Putin is causing concern among U.S. allies, particularly within NATO. The implications of this shift are being closely monitored by international observers. The meeting between U.S. and Ukraine leaders highlighted the evolving relationship between the two countries. It underscored the importance of their alliance in the current geopolitical climate. Additionally, it showcased how Trump's views on foreign policy are changing, which could have far-reaching effects on international relations. As the world watches closely, the outcomes of these discussions will be pivotal in shaping the future of U.S.-Ukraine relations and the broader international landscape.